Hello. We are so excited for tonight's bedtime story reading. We are bringing you a very special guest. This is Elchanan Ogorek with his very own book, The Present is a Gift. We are so excited for him to read this to you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Elchanan Ogorek, and I am the author and illustrator of The Present is a Gift, a children's book on mindfulness featuring cute animals doing yoga poses. Before we get into the book, I just wanted to share a little bit of background, how I ended up making this book. I'm a practicing social worker. I practice social work in New York City. A couple of years ago, I was working in an adult day program, and I got turned on to mindfulness. I brought it into the program, started running groups on mindfulness, around the same time, I had a friend of mine who got me into yoga, and what I love about both practices is the idea is life is about learning. It's all about learning. It's not about perfection. It's about doing as best as you can. So in my book, The Present is a Gift, I used animals because the idea is that we look at animals and they're doing their own thing. They're doing yoga poses in this book, but the poses might not be perfect. But the idea is, however we do the practice, however we do mindfulness or yoga, right, or some form of exercise, it's just about how we feel about it, how we connect to it. So in this book, we also have yoga poses in the beginning pages and end pages of the book, so that if you want to do yoga poses, with your kids and follow along the animals in the book, you can see the yoga poses are a flow, and they are in line with the animals in the book. After I read my book, I'm going to go over mindful practice. I'm going to show you mindful froggy, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some mindfulness ideas or some things that I do with my kids here at home. So this book, The Present is a Gift, was dedicated to my two boys, Leo and Oliver. To Leo and Oliver Isaac, who always remind me to be attentive to each moment and fully experience what each moment has to offer. One day, a teacher alone in the classroom thinks, today we are going to step out of the classroom and see what we can learn from animals. What does it mean to be mindful and present in the moment? Sloth stays in the moment. Sloths move so slowly that bugs make homes in their fur. I slow down and take in all the information around me. Wolf shares its gratitude for its practice. Wolves howl to communicate to other wolves. I am proud of myself and share that with others. Squirrel continues to learn and grow from every moment. Squirrels' front teeth never stop growing, so they can continue to scavenge for food. I will remain curious and non-judgmental. Turtle grounds itself in its practice. Some turtles can hide their heads inside their shells. I am completely focused on what I am doing right now at this moment. Seal fully accepts its life. Seals have blubber, a layer of fat that keeps them warm in frigid waters. I fully accept myself and my circumstances. Frogs breathe in fully, then out completely. Frogs breathe through their mouth area, lungs, and skin. I breathe in fully and out fully, appreciating what this moment has to offer. Bear is aware and takes in all the world's beauty. Bears are one of the few mammals that see in color. I will embrace the world and its natural beauty. Cat letting it all go. Cats often sleep 16 to 18 hours a day. I let my thoughts and emotions come and go. These are the lessons we learn from these amazing animals. I will take my time. I will be proud of myself and how I perform. I will remain curious to everything I am experiencing in this moment. I will remain focused on this moment. I will fully accept myself for all that I am. I will breathe in and out fully. I will pay attention to the world in all its beauty. I will let thoughts and emotions come and go. Then after the book, I created something called the Mindful Practice page. And this is something that parents could do with their kids and help them practice mindfulness throughout the day. So when I was doing author visits, I also laminated a bunch of the mindful practice pages. And the idea behind that is you can use a marker and you can go around to the different animals and write in, you can write in with your kids, different activities that they're doing in the day that they can practice mindfulness and they can pay more attention to what they're doing. So for example, we have the sloth. I will take my time and not rush through. So what we can add there is so I will take my time and not rush through brushing my teeth. And then so on and so forth, the different animals you can practice with your kids on the different mindfulness ideas throughout the book. And what's great about this page, if you laminate it, if you use a washable marker, is it comes right off, and then you can write in something else tomorrow. Thank you for listening to my book. I'm going to go over a couple more activities that I do here with my boys, and also something that I created. I created a mascot for the President's Gift. This is Mindful Froggy. He's also in the book. And I created him to help visualize mindful breathing, so the deep belly breathing. And I think frogs really showcase what belly breathing is. So what I do is you squeeze the stomach, so you breathe in, fully filling up your belly, and then you breathe out fully. Breathe in, and then breathe out. And I would bring Mindful Froggy to the schools and other events where I did my author readings. Something that I do here with my boys is every night when they're falling asleep, part of the routine is we practice Mindful Froggy. So we breathe in fully and then out completely. And that's how they transition to bedtime. Some other things that I created, that I put together and I have in my house. This is where you use your 5 senses. So you breathe in, count 1, 2, 3, 4, then breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you hear? And what do you taste? So if you need to ground yourself or anchor yourself, right, or you're working with your kids and you want them to anchor themselves in the moment, you can have them practice that. Also, something that I put together and I have hung up in my house is I drew visualizations of different feelings. So we have tired, surprised, nervous, bored, happy, sad, angry, silly. And sometimes when I notice my kids might be feeling a certain way, but they're having a hard time expressing what they're feeling, or maybe understanding what they're feeling, I bring them over to these pages and ask them, "What are you feeling? Which one are you feeling?" And I have a 4-year-old kid, and I have a 2-year-old kid, and they sometimes point at what they're feeling. Sometimes they're feeling happy, sometimes they're feeling silly, sometimes they might be feeling nervous, sometimes they might be feeling sad. A little while ago, I talked to my older son who was in school, and when the governor talked about the schools not opening again in New Jersey for the rest of the year, we talked to him about that, and he identified being sad. And we were also able to use the other emotions to what makes you happy? What makes you happy in this moment? So these are just some, things that I have in my house. And something that I do often with my boys, my wife and I do often with our boys, is we take, if we have like a cucumber, we very often do it with cucumbers. Today we actually did it with pickles, where when one of us is taking a bite of a cucumber or a pickle, or even a pepper, a vegetable or a fruit that has a loud crunch. So we say, "Quiet, quiet, quiet." And we all listen to the first crunch. So that sort of reminds us about where we are and what we're eating. And it also gets us excited. Sometimes without even being prompted, one of my sons would say, "Quiet, quiet, quiet," and you hear that loud crunch, and you see the smile on their face. So having those moments are really awesome. So thank you for listening. If you if you have any questions about mindfulness or my book or some things that I practice with my sons, or some things that I practice myself, mindfulness or yoga, you can reach out to me. I have a Facebook page, The Present is a Gift, on Facebook. You can reach out to me through this group, Get Your Play Online. I also am online on Facebook, Elchanan Ogorek. So thank you so much for taking your time to listen tonight, and Get Your Play Online. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm looking forward to seeing everything else that's going on in this group. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much, Elchanan, for coming. We're so happy to have you, and your timing was perfect because tomorrow we are launching our M&M Monday.
Oh, wow.
Mindfulness and music and meditation, all about mindfulness, and we're so excited. It was perfect timing to have you. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching.
Bye.